The Big Small Business Show, proudly sponsored by MTN Business.
Welcome to the Big Small Business Show, the show for all our wonderful entrepreneurs out there. And we are starting a brand new focal area, a focus on youth entrepreneurs. Youth entrepreneurship is so important for the future of this country, and we need to be driving entrepreneurial thinking into the youth of South Africa. So what we've done is we've gone to a school called Radley Private School in Randburg in Johannesburg, and we have found 4 kids there who are entrepreneurs. And over the next 5 weeks, we're going to be bringing them all to you as they pitch their businesses. They have pre-existing businesses. They are running businesses in Matric right now. Our first entrepreneur in studio with us is Tumiso Sgelem, and his business is called Business Rchived X. Welcome to the Big Small Business Show.
Oh, thank you for having me here today, sir.
So are you going now? You've got 4 minutes to pitch your business, and then I'm going to ask you some questions, and then when we come back from the break, we're going to give you some feedback for your business.
Okay, no problem.
All right. Are you ready? I'm going to.
Yes, sir.
All right. Tumiso, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Your 4 minutes start now.
So good afternoon, sir. My name is Tumi, and today I'd like to present to you my business called Rchived X. So what Rchived X is a clothing brand that's based on the archive-based aesthetic, which is a mixture of 2 different aesthetics, one being vamp and the other being streetwear. And to give you a bit of background, I started this brand in 2022, but I'd originally co-owned a brand with one of my friends. But then, as the brand's main designer, I'd created a lot of concept designs that didn't meet the requirements of the brand, and they weren't the preferred look or aesthetic of the brand. So I took it upon myself to start my own separate brand. But then, having already co-owned the brand, being this current brand sole proprietor, I realized that all of the responsibilities of the brand, such as marketing, clothing distribution, and sales, would all be left in my hands. But I didn't see that as a problem. So I've been able to work on it in recent times. So why I think my business would be a very good investment is because the fashion industry has been able to consistently keep its adaptability, and that makes it a very lucrative market. And my perspective on the youth and the ability to tap into upcoming trends is what sets my brand apart. And over the past couple of months, I've been solidifying my connections with other businesses so that I could be able to maximize on my sales and capitalize on profit. And then now that we're talking about marketing, I've gone through extensive research, I've looked at what strategies could work for my business, and social media marketing has been the best one currently for me. So I've been in recent contact with companies such as SP Outdoor and South African Fashion Week, and it's been set aside that they're going to help me advertise all of my clothing pieces through the likes of billboards and runway shows, fashion shows. And also on social media, I've gotten in the past influencers that have modeled for my brand. So that has also created a lot of hype around my brand and has been seen as trend-setting amongst the youth. And while we're on the topic of the youth, my target market ranges from teenagers of 14 to 19, but then I am looking in the future to obviously cater for people of all ages, because that would help me maximize on my sales. And now on the topic of sales, we look into the numbers now. So to give you a practical example, my current t-shirts, these ones, are marked at a price of 450 Rand. And it costs me 150 Rand to make the t-shirt, which includes a material and shipping costs fee. And if I were to sell 20 units of my t-shirts, I'd make a profit of 6,000 Rand, and that would leave my gross profit margin at 71%, which then would mean that 3,000 of the 6,000 would be my personal income. And the way I keep my business stable is that I take the money that I earn from the income and put it back into the business to always ensure that there's cash flow in the business. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Is that it?
That's it, sir.
Okay, great. All right. Tumiso, great pitch. And I love the way you say, speaking of this, and you move on to that. That's a beautiful way to segue between the different topics. Sales so far. How you said you use social media. If somebody contacts you on social media, how do they actually go about buying it?
So they would have to contact me through our social media page on Instagram or through TikTok as well. And then they would send me a message, and then they'll be able to make the payment via EFT. And then I'll be able to send the money to the manufacturer who would make the piece for me, and I'll deliver it to them.
So you're making piece by piece?
Yeah, so piece by piece. I don't order in bulk.
Okay. All right. So my next question is taken care of. Then how do you manage sizes and how do you manage stock? So you don't have to. You're doing piece by piece. So is that just a temporary strategy, or because of cash flow, or is it something that you're going to persist with to say you're making piece by piece, one at a time?
I think it isn't something I'm going to persist with, because in the near future I am looking towards selling bigger portions of clothes to like a larger demographic of people.
Okay, you spoke about the influencers. Why are they doing it? Are you paying them?
I am paying them, so yes.
What are you paying them, in T-shirts, or are you paying them in money? Or?
Well, some of them do take clothing, but they often do ask for payment.
Okay, and is there enough money to do that?
Yes, so there is.
And if you pay an influencer, do you see a spike in sales?
Yes, a very large spike, because the youth looks to those influencers for what they should wear, and then when they see this, then it obviously increases my sales. And
so you see, I've got grey hair.
Yes,
right? What is vamp?
So vamp is basically a very dark aesthetic, like melancholic type of aesthetic.
Yeah.
So
like a vampire.
Yes, like a vampire. So, yes,
okay, you see, I got that part right. So a lot of people start businesses, and you speak about billboards and all those things. What should make me believe that after school that you're going to continue with this, that this just isn't a phase that you're going through?
Also, throughout my life, I'd say I've been very passionate about clothing, not only just making clothes, but being able to express myself through clothing. So it's definitely something I'm passionate about, and I don't see myself doing anything other than this.
Okay. And last question, what's the next step for you from T-shirts? What's the next product line?
Also, we do have a wide range of products, ranging from jackets to hoodies to caps.
You already have that?
Yes, we already have that. But I was looking to selling more professional clothing pieces, such as ties for pilots. Like in the airlines, I've been trying to contact South African Airlines to be able to sell them the ties so that they could give them to the pilots, and have just a wider range of apparel for everyone else.
Okay, ties for pilots. Okay, fantastic. On that note, we're going to take a break, and when we're back, I'm going to be giving Tumiso some advice for his incredibly unique, vampish business.